Well, I was going to make a really great video, and then my neighbor sends me a picture of needles and meth found in the driveway from my magnificently amazing tenant that I am trying to evict, who's a junkie, and just ruined my mood. But don't worry, I've been working on a nice video for her. This video is gonna be about the Mustang. Because I don't know, there's a lot of explaining I feel like I need to do on that situation, mostly between me being arrested and it being totaled, because it was in fact totaled. I was not driving. A scumbag was, who was on a test drive because his son, not even him, his son was gonna buy the car, and he wanted his dad to drive it, and his dad could not handle it, so that's how it got totaled, long story short. But we're gonna get into that, don't worry. Let me start with the arrested part, because that's quicker and easier. A few facts are off, lol. Anyways, so basically, let me break it down for you. I was hanging out with some not great people. I was friends with some kids that were scumbags. There's really no getting around it. Like, they were literal scumbags that stole, robbed people. They were not good people. None of them at all. But I was friends with most of them from high school, so that was kind of the only reason I still talk to them. Thankfully, I don't anymore. But basically, I hung out with them one night, things got a little out of hand, a lot happened, and the next thing I know, I guess someone left the police baton, like the extendo stick that the police have. Someone left one of those in my car. Don't know how, because I didn't even drive anywhere the night before. But basically, God, I miss that car so much sometimes. But basically, yeah, so I get pulled over one day, no bumpers on, nothing, full straight pipe exhaust, all my tires are shot, my car's in less than good shape. I lost one of the plates, so I only had a back plate, and it was in the window, not even on the bumper. The whole setup was rather illegal, I guess, from a technical standpoint there. So basically, I also had 6 girls in the car plus me, or five people in the car plus me. So it was like 6 of us in a 4-seater, because a Mustang is actually a 4-seater. The newer ones, they only have 4 seats. So there was that. I was doing 45 and a 30, which, come on, in Watertown and where I was very reasonable speed. But I was splitting lanes, like, as we were going through an intersection under a light. I was like cutting around somebody, doing a little thread the needle shit. And of course, there's a cop sitting at the light over here that saw. As soon as he saw that, threw his lights on, shut the whole intersection down, swung right out behind me, pulled me over, arrested me on the spot. Well, not really. At first he's just being a dick, looking at my car, realizing how illegal everything was, being, mad about what I just did, which wasn't even that bad. And yeah, so, it gets to a point, he's like, all right, we're impounding the car, and he's being a tool. So I'm like, okay. Makes no sense, but I'll finesse that, don't worry. So then they're sitting there searching my car before they take it to the impound lot, because that was what they had to do. The dude was just trying to fucking find something. He really was. Like, they were just trying to give me a hard time. I got 12 tickets, plus arrested, plus a misdemeanor, all in one stop. He gave me an unsafe tire ticket for each of my 4 tires, because all 4 of them were shot. So he gave me 4 different tickets for that. He gave me a ticket for no front plate, and he gave me a ticket for no back plate. Both separate tickets, plus an exhaust ticket, plus some other stuff. And yeah, so basically, that was what happened there, and as soon as they found the police baton, I didn't even realize what was happening. I was sitting there with my friends watching, laughing. I was like, this is so stupid, like, what the fuck? And they're like, dude, you're gonna get arrested. And I was like, why? They're like, that's considered a deadly weapon. And I was like, I remember laughing at my friends. I was like, you guys are tripping. No way. 5 minutes later, I was in handcuffs. But it's okay, because when they went to impound my car, I need to mute comments on some videos here. And yeah, basically, I hate people so much. I hate everyone so much. I really truthfully do, from the bottom of my heart. Oh my god. So yeah, you know, I got arrested. I called AAA and finessed the impound bullshit. Had AAA drop my car off of my house, so said that was the shop it was getting fixed at, but it was actually my driveway. Got him. And yeah, I spent a couple hours arrested. My lawyer got it all thrown out, but it cost me like $4 grand. It was so stupid. It was just a waste of money. But yeah, so that was how I got arrested. That's the only time I've ever been arrested too. I felt like such a bad boy for all the dumb shit I've done. How's that the first time I've been arrested for that? I was like, you're kidding. So that happened. So then, fast forward, you know, a couple months later, I'm realizing in the middle of winter in upstate New York on my bald ass tires that a Mustang was not the best choice for a daily driver. I needed money, and I really needed to be more responsible and figure my shit out, which I was not going to be able to do with that car because I was just committing felonies every day on the highway with it.
Plot twist?
And yeah, so I was gonna sell it. I had someone ready to actually just give me what I owed on it, and that was without either of the bumpers on it, and I was without good tires. That was with the lights on the dash. Like, it was beat. Like 30, which is what I owed on it at the time, and I was like, all right, deal. Literally, the day before I was gonna have that check, he just had to wait for the bank to open in the morning, and the dude's like, yo, I really want my dad to drive the car before I get it. I've just kind of always done that. You think we could do something like that? I'm thinking, not even be my car tomorrow, so you know what? Sure, what's the worst that could go wrong? So I made the mistake of driving first, and I showed him how you really drive a manual trans rear-wheel drive V8, you know. I was out here shutting that thing off like 160, 170, and then I said, listen, dude, I'm only doing that because I got the experience and the seat time in it. The tires are shot. I took him with a flashlight, showed him the tires. You could see the wires on all 4 tires. I know, it was stupid. I know, it was ridiculous, okay? I know, I'm done for that, okay? But I told him, I said, look, they're horrible. Don't go trying to go fast with this thing. Because I did it in a straight line on 81. This dude gets on a back road in Adams in the wintertime, and we go through 3 recommended 35-mile-an-hours. And I tell him beforehand, take it easy. What does he do as soon as he starts driving? Hammers it. Literally hammers it, drops the clutch, runs through the first 3, 4 gears. I think we hit 3rd gear. We're doing 85. And we go around the first one. I don't know how we made it around. Then we go around the second one, skidding. Then we go around the third one, spinning. And then, I don't know, we went in the air. We spun a bunch, hit the ditch. We landed on a guardrail. I'll show you. And yeah, so basically the thing ended up just like this.
Man, look at this scratch on my car. I'm so upset about this, dude. Great. Now my car's gonna be a piece of shit. Oh, damn.
Could have been any one of us.
You know what's wrong with it? It ain't got no gas in it.
Yeah.
And yeah, that was kind of the end of it. I would later find out that he was a sex offender and he was unemployed because he was retired because he was 67. His name's Terry Spragg. He's a registered sex offender with no job. And long story short, I didn't have gap insurance. I had to pay like $5,000 out of pocket to pay that car off. Dude wouldn't even help me pay the difference, even though he was driving. I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt when this happened. It was the only time I'd ever been in the back seat of that car, and I wasn't even wearing a seatbelt. And I don't know how I didn't get hurt. Like I said, we hit that guardrail doing 85, and yeah, we were just lucky we didn't. There was 4 of us in the car. We're lucky we didn't hit any of the trees, because I probably wouldn't be here if we did hit the trees. Not gonna lie to you, we were going fast. And those were some big trees, and they were solid. Thankfully, we didn't hit any of them, but, yeah, to make a long story short, I had to pay for that out of pocket. That one hurt. That sucked. Then I had to be more responsible, so I had to go get my Tacoma, which I'm not mad about. Blessing in disguise, I guess, but, yeah. So that's how that one ended. Pretty sad story, not gonna lie. It's funny to me because so many people to this day still think, like, because they saw how fucking much I drove that car, and I drove the shit out of it. Probably because I just wanted to die anyway, so it didn't really matter. But like everyone was like, "Oh, he's gonna kill himself. He's gonna kill someone else." Which honestly, in hindsight, they're probably right. I mean, realistically, I probably would have hit a tree at like 170 if I was driving. Because I mean, I always said, you know, if I crashed that car, you guys aren't gonna see me again. I always said, you know, if I ever do get in a real accident this day, I mean, I put it in a cornfield once, but that was me trying to go Formula Drift mode on that bitch because I was just having too much fun in my first rear-wheel drive car ever I had in my life. I had 30 cars, and it took me that long to get a rear-wheel drive car with some power, so I was like, this is sick. So I started swinging it, and then, you know, I was doing like 55, doing like a third gear clutch kick around a corner, and I didn't have the wheels straightened all the way out enough after the corner. I drifted the corner perfect, but afterwards, it was like one wheel rotation to the right still, and as soon as I got traction to my drag radials, it just sent me, and it just hooked, and it just went where the wheels were pointed, and they were pointed like this. So I did the old, like you see in all the videos of people with Mustangs hitting people. It's quite awesome, but yeah, that shit'll get you. It's a bitch. But it's okay. I mean, I'm not mad. I'm happy about it, honestly. In the end, it all worked out, I guess. I don't know. I'm not really happy about it. I'm still kind of deep down inside sad, to be honest. But there's nothing you can do about it from learn from it, right? Now I just know never to let anyone drive any of my stuff. Now that I've, you know, watched someone total something I loved so much right in front of my eyes, and then not do a thing about it, just be like, all right, well, good luck with that bag. I'll see you. So it just learning experience. That's what it was. But all right, boys, that's gonna end this video.